Hello everyone. Welcome back with our fourth lecture. Our topic will be process of environmental analysis. Environmental analysis basically consists of four steps. First is scanning, second is monitoring, third is forecasting, and fourth one is assessment. In scanning, there is a detection of early signals of possible environmental changes and detect environmental change already underway. While monitoring, purpose of monitoring is to assemble the sufficient data to discern whether certain trends are emerging, identification of trends and identification of areas for further scanning. After that comes forecasting, that concerned with developing projection of the direction, scope and intensity of environmental changes. After that, it comes assessment. Basically, assessment is what? The question paper, examination, and to determine implication for the organization's current and potential strategies. So, step by step, we will study about the environmental analysis. In that, we find out after scanning, we done monitoring. Is that everything is going fine? After that, forecasting. What can it be done now? And assessment. Was that done all right? Now come the whole process. In scanning, the process of analyzing the environment to spot the factor that may impact the business is known as environmental scanning. It allows the enterprise to take suitable strategies decision before it reaches a critical situation. After that comes monitoring. The data is gathered from various sources and is utilized to monitor and find out trends and patterns in the environment. The main source of collecting data are spying, publications, talks with customers, suppliers, dealers, and employees also. After that, it comes forecasting, the process of estimating future events based on previously analyzed data is known as environmental forecasting. The assessment. In assessment, as I had already said, it's a question paper. In this stage, the environmental factors are assessed to identify whether they provide an opportunity for the business or pose a threat. Now, internal environmental information sources. These are the questions that could come directly into 2 marks for MBAs. The environmental information sources are personal contacts, internal reports, conference papers, internal memos, committees, meetings, your sales staff, managers, employees, and your own internal database. Your personal contacts will improve the information sources for you. Internal reports will provide you the information about whole data. The conference papers will tell you about the whole scenario, and the internal memos will also provide you information about the internal environment, your sales staff, manager, employees, your internal whole database is related with this internal environment information. After that comes the external environment information sources. First of all, it is personal contacts as it was in internal. After that comes journals. Those journals tells you about what is the current scenario of the market, what is going on in current condition. After that, books, newspapers, professional contacts, radio, TV, internet, customers, and commercial database. They all try to tell you what is going on in the market and what's your product's progress. Now it comes the interaction between the internal and external environment. Whenever we talk about the internal and external environment interchange, we find out the general environment. External and forces are general environment, just like social, culture, demographic, political, economical, and technological. and your business environment, industry, competition, and consumer. Then your internal forces turned out to be low performance, low satisfaction, new mission, new leadership, conflicts. These all done all of the year while your work in progress is going on. Now, when we conclude about environmental scanning, just think about it. It's a very important topic while you're doing NET, while you're doing MBA, while you're going for the management trainee post. The environmental scanning is really a very important topic. Environmental scanning basically refers to position and utilization of information about occasions, patterns, trends, and relationship with the organization's internal and external environments. So, what it helps? It helps manager. What about to decide the future path of the organization? It must identify the threats and opportunities existing for the environment. It also formulate the strategy for the organization that create the advantage and opportunities. After that, a threat for the organization may be opportunity for another. Just like if there is a threat for your own organization, it may be occur as an opportunity for another organization who is in the competition. After that, it comes the internal analysis of the environment. It steps the environmental scanning itself. It includes employees' interaction with other employee. It includes employee interaction with management. It includes manager operations with other managers and management interaction with shareholders. Also, access to natural resources, brand awareness, organizational structure, staff, operational potential, etc. Also have something to do within discussion, interviews, and surveys. After that, we goes for the analysis of internal environment that helps identifying the strength and weakness of the organization that comes under SWOT analysis. As a business, it becomes more competitive and there are rapid changes in the external environment information. For external environment, it adds crucial elements to the effectiveness of long-term plans. As environment it's dynamic, it becomes essential to identify competitors, moves and actions. After that, environmental factors are infinite. Why? Because they should be agile, visible to accept and adjust to the environmental changes. For instance, if we find out the monitoring might indicate that the original forecast of the pieces of the raw materials that are involved in the product are no more credible, then what it could be implied to the requirement for more focused scanning, forecasting, and analysis to create a more trustworthy prediction about the input cost. In a similar manner, there can be a changes in forecast such as competitors' activities, technology, market tests, and preferences. While there are three correlative environments should be studied, just like immediate industrial environment, national environment, broader socio-economic environment that is called macro environment. So macro and micro are part of what? External environment. Now examining the industrial environment, it needs an appraisal of competitive structure of the organization's industry. It includes a competitive position of a particular organization and its main rivals. Also, an assessment of the nature, stage, dynamics, and history of the industry is essential. It also implies evaluating the effect of globalization on composition within the industry. After that, the national environment. It includes the appraisal of whether the national framework helps or achieving competitive advantage in globalized environment. After that, it comes the macro environment. In this, we find out the social, governmental, legal, technological, and international factors that may influence the environment. The analysis of organization's external environment reveals the opportunity and threats for an organization. Strategic managers must not only recognize the present state of the environment and the industry, but also able to predict its future positions. So, this whole was our lecture for today. We are ending. our topic, that was the environmental scanning. Hope you all are able to understand. See you soon within our fifth lecture. Good day, everyone.